I am not a financial advisor. These videos are all meant for educational purposes only. All complete Trader Academy videos are my personal opinion and perspective. Trading carries a high level of risk, and all results are your own responsibility. Please always demo first. Hey everybody, welcome back to CTA Review. Today is November 25th, Monday 2024. Hope you had a good weekend, good day today. So, long story short, we did ended up pushing up. So I said in the community tab, if we don't get above these two gaps here. We did. We gapped up hard, so that's nice. We pushed all the way up and we took out all those breakout traders right there, right? So on a Monday especially, you're looking to create the wick of the week, which is the low part of the week. If it's bullish or bearish, in general speaking, bullish, right? So when we're finding ourselves at 930 up here, well, we expected all they're doing is squeezing up here, and then you're gonna get the sell-off, right? So pump and dump is really what we're looking for, and then the key signs here are we're above this 50% of that daily imbalance right there. We have above it, I didn't highlight it, but we have above it here that imbalance, which we took care of that, right? And then we come back down, and then assuming that we find support with these gaps again. But what was your goal today? Is this? Oh, that's a 4 hour. That's why it looks like that. Your goal today was to sell into. You got today. This is Friday right here. See that? So the 50% of Friday, I got it shown by this fib. 50% is right there. Look where we come to. So, I mean, you didn't have to. I mean, if you got a nice big sell here, I mean, I'm not saying that you have to. What I'm just saying is that generally speaking, if you do the back testing, again, I made that model. I mentioned that model last Monday. So I'm not trying to tell you so I can hold your hand. You need to think for your own. Maybe you forgot, but you should be writing this down. But it came to that 50% of Friday's range. Plus, where is the range that we're in? Well, this is a higher low, and then we made a higher high. So retracing back, I got it shown by this fib. That's a higher low, right? So again, I'm not telling you that you have to have been involved all day to sell it, but I'm just giving you the logic of where it's going. So I was done before that, but I did use this to take a buy until it got here. So yeah, beautiful. Fucking beautiful, man. So other than that, and then now we don't have a gap here. Now we don't have the daily. I was hoping that the day would stay below here so it can just seal that gap, but it might just take off anyway because I was telling you guys, you got to watch these videos. I was telling you guys. So here's some hindsight for you. We pushed up, we came all the way back, and then we pushed back up again. So now we're like right here in this whole story. We're here. And when I made the video, what was this? This is the 21st I made this video. This was Thursday, the last video I made. When I was talking about this higher low and higher high structure, I was talking about pushing up and then retracing back. Now, obviously, this was super. If I play the video, you'll hear me tell you don't take this like literally. But what I was trying to depict was coming up, retracing back, and then pushing back up. So in a sense, this is what we're kind of getting. We got the push. Well, Friday was a dud day. The market was pretty much tired. Didn't want to go anywhere. It was just a shakeout day. But if you don't count Friday and you just button up today to Thursday, you'll see that we just pop up and then we retrace back, and now we're trying to push up, and that's kind of like what I was talking about here, trying to push up, come back, and then whatever. So anyways, that being the case, there's a lot to talk about, but to keep it simple, which it could be Friday, as you see, okay, so if you look at this leg, let me try to blow this up real quick. I want to make this video short, but if you look at a 15 minutes super clean. But this is that higher low. So where's the higher high? Okay, well it ain't here because we didn't go above it. So we gap up. They do that shit on purpose. All right, and then they bounce in Asia and London, right? And then they push up 9:30, and then ends up pushing up here at literally 9:30. pushes up, right? So that's this higher low to higher high in this structure, all right, to keep this simple for you. In this structure from here to here to here. Now, I'm not saying this is going to stop here. It could come down more and then pop up or even fail because that's a lot of liquidity here. But let's just say for simple purposes that this is the higher low and then we're going to go up, right? So in this leg here, take a look at the price action from Thursday. We push up and we come right, we retrace back. We get the drives, 1, 2, pretty much big 2 drives right here, right? And then that's a higher low. So in this leg from higher low to higher high, we have a higher high and a higher low, and then we have a higher high finale. So see that? So I'm going to do this again. Here, let's do it like this. Let's do it like this. You see that? And then coming down, well, as of right now, it's 2 legs. So let's just say it is because stay 2 legs. All right. And then let's just do that. And then just change the color here. All right, you see that? So I'm going to delete now the red. So in there, we push up. Because you see the bodies. You see the bodies and all the price action staying bullish. Boom. Now this is the retracing back. Now coming back up here. This is a higher high, higher low, which was Friday. And then we pushed up. Boom. Finale for the high. And then for the low, for the retracement of the higher high to the higher low, you get the leg 1, leg 2, and let's just say that this is it. Otherwise, is there another leg coming down for a third one? Who knows? With news, I don't know. But we're just talking general speaking. So if we understand that, that's why I'm selling up top here. That's why I'm selling up here. Okay, so now let's get into the video real quick. Try not to make this too long. But again, we're here, and they tricked me here. This 9, I got in here early, right? Nothing before 9 o'clock. I don't want to take a trade before 9 o'clock, period. But you have this price action here, right? It's 9:08, preferably before 9:30 even. And then you get this little mountain right here, right? If you've been paying attention, holds as support, that inversion right here, this 859. So we sit there, we push up. Now I'm going to zoom in because I'm sure it's not easy to see this. Okay, you definitely can see that, right? So now we're here. I'm like, okay, I want to see a break of that candle that I'm highlighting, this down 913. It's in yellow. I highlight support resistance blocks in yellow. We get this inversion here, this 916. So I'm like, all right, cool. I take this sell. I'm leading right into the 930. Sure enough, as you can see, that's wide open with this imbalance. So I just got to draw in there just so you can see it. But we break below and we come down, which I was surprised that they didn't tag any of this. So I was like, okay, well, my goal is to come down to 50% and get to this liquidity right here, plus the gap. Now, so if you're asking me, which I'll get into in a second, how many legs do you know? Like, do you know if it's a dump and a pump, or is it a sell buy? In this case, it was a sell buy. So if you're asking, how the hell did you know? Well, you don't know, but you don't know if it's going to be a sell then buy, like dump and pump, or is it going to be a dump, small pump, and then resume the dump, then the bigger pump. Well, in simple terms, what I'm trying to say is lower low, lower high, lower low. You don't know if you're going to get that extra lower low, but how would you know in this case? Well, when we came down here, we sealed the gap, but there's no body there. Number one. Number two, if you look at Friday, we didn't get to the Friday's 50% range either. So that's between this green and green. This is Friday. You see the 50 level right here? Well, look where we come to, right? So so that's number one. Number two, we don't come to the Friday's 50% level. Number three, what about all those what about those last resort traders? These guys right here. Take a look at the liquidity when they were building it, looking like support. Because when this made a new high here, it's like, oh, okay, that's the flow. And then they had higher lows here. See this? See this right here? This is all in the PM session of Friday. So the algorithm is basically attacking Friday's PM session. They didn't deal with the morning at all. They left that alone. But this was This was more than enough. And sure enough, where is that price action sitting? It's sitting at the 50% level of this complete range. All right, you see that? So logically, this is powerful. And besides that liquidity for the last breakout trader, because look, when the breakout trader took off here, they retraced back, and then this was like their last high or low. That's why they're attacking. They're like for extra measure. But they also want to get these late guys too. Plus, we have the gaps, right? So that's another reason why you'll get that extra lower low is what I'm trying to say. I'm mad that I didn't take the sell here because I wanted to be done to begin with. But it's a Monday. But I told myself to take it because I took that liquidity out. Which let me get back into the video and I'll get to that, just to understand this. So I'm in the sell here. I'm literally in the sell here. All right, and it's a good time. And then sure enough, it does retrace to the midnight level. Look where their midnight level is, right? And I understood that. I knew where the midnight level was. I was trying to sweep this and get into the opening obvious gap. So let's keep that in mind. Okay, plus you have the previous week's high right there, right? So for sure, my bias is coming into here, like for sure. But guess what? It fails on me, and I was like, dude, I was like, take some profit. But I held, and as you see, we came to the midnight level here. So I was selling in and held into the midnight level. I was hoping for this 930 to hold as an inversion and keep coming lower to get to the 50% as well. We have all that coupled, and sure enough, it failed. And it was on an oversold. I was like, shit. We had a nice divergence here though, which was nice, and it was a good sell. It was a great trade. It was profitable, but I did not hold on to it because I was trying to get down here. What did it do? It came against me. Well, how do you know it's going to go against you? Well, you don't. But where are the signs? Well, okay, so the price, we get the 932 imbalance. We that first imbalance, which will be used later, but we push above it. I'm like, oh, that's not good. We hold support right there. I'm like, oh, that's not good. 934. And then this candle right here, this 935, it pushes up real high. And I'm like, dude, this is where I'm supposed to be cutting it, but I'm still in profit because I'm in a good area. So then I'm like, okay, it starts to come back down. I'm like, all right, cool. That was just extreme, no problem. And then it starts to hold that support. Look at as an inversion. Look at that. So I'm like, oh, this is a problem. And then where do I know it's for sure over with? 938, this bullish candle right here. Because once it's pushing above this high, forget it. It's over with. So it comes up, squeezes, I'm out of the trade. And what do I understand what's happening? I'm like, oh, these little bastards just want to come up one more time. They just want to come up and squeeze out one more time, and in reality get up into this area here. See this? See these lows right here? See, look to the right of the chart now. You can see that's why we were gunning for that. But I was like, oh, when I took the sell here, not only do I have time on my side, but I do have a divergence. But I also understand that they can dangle that carrot. So, hey, it's okay. No big deal. You managed to trade. Doesn't mean I need to take the loss. But, I mean, it was in great profit. Just to be real with you, it was, what was this? 964. This was fucking 80 points. So, whatever. It's okay. Then we push up here. I said, okay, cool. I got you. You push up, you get this candle here, and then we get a final push back up here. And then I'm expecting this down candle, this 940. I got it dragged out. I'm expecting it to be resistance. But I'm already in the trade as soon as we swing back up here. Like I've got damn near God on my side. But I understand that now this is the third lower high here on the divergence, and we have a nice divergence there. I'm expecting this to flip, and sure enough, it does. Now, I don't want to show you the trade because I don't want people to unfollow me because you're not gonna even fucking believe me. But I get entered here. Once, see this 942, we come in and we tag inside that candle. I'm expecting it to be a resistance. I'm expecting it to hold. I understand that we just came up here. So then, sure enough, we break below. Look at the 948. Look how, so I'm highlighting this yellow, this yellow right here. I'm highlighting, I know the fucking, this is ugly right there. Let me move that over. All right, yeah, there you go. So I'm highlighting that down candle, right? Because this is going to be a break and coming up underneath it. But what you can do is also enter while you're inside it because you understand what you're looking for. Sure enough, look at 947 opens pretty much at the 50%, closes, and then look at 948 comes in tags the center. I'm highlighting the entire candle. Some do the bodies. I generally do the whole candle. This is just a 1 minute chart. You can kind of see the same idea here on the 15 minute, but that it would be pretty much gone by then. It's not the same concept. It is the same concept, but for the 1 minute it's different. But anyways, okay, so we come underneath here, and then we're blowing right through that inversion. This 939. I got the blue, and then the red, the bearish right there. I mean, we're just blowing right through, and that's exactly what I want to see for a trade. Where am I taking this trade? I'm taking it to, like I told you, down here. So I got 50% here, but why do I keep holding after 50%? Well, a little greed is involved, number one. Number two, I do have, now if I use this projection here, and I go back to where it was, I'm highlighting this swing here. I'm highlighting this swing here from this high to this low, right, to that low, which is the 941. These two candles, these are the last two up candles. You can also measure that as well. It's a measurement itself. Here comes 3.5 to 4. You see that? But what am I really doing? I'm trying to seal the gap, right? So beyond 50%, I have that. But look a lot closer too. When this liquidity here gets rated, that's drive 1. Then I look for drive 2, then drive 3. See that? So I'm looking. So that's how I did it, and coincidentally, it comes and seals the gap. Obviously, in the current purple, I'll do this just for the fickle people, so you can see here, tagging right in, coming all the way down. Once it's coming down, I'm using that first imbalance here. Look how beautiful that is. So it pushes down, and then it takes liquidity here, but it doesn't sweep this low yet. This wick. See, I'm highlighting this blue wick candle. That does not sweep liquidity yet. Okay, so it pops up, and then it obviously, when it closes, it creates an imbalance, and then the next candle, this right here, tags right in, and look, that's a that's another entry right there. You see how this gets inversed, and that's the first imbalance. I'm looking for that to continue down, and that even if you didn't get in any of this, that was an entry right there as well. Why? Because this is now resistance. This is the algorithm tapping in just to be able to say that they've balanced the price or gave it a fair possibility of entry, and then the price shoots down. 1, 2, 3. Boom. So you see, buy stop there. Beautiful big trade. I'm happy with that. Why do I have the double leverage here? Actually, I had 4 here, and then when I failed, I said, "Oh, I'm gonna put 8 because this is the real move." So there's a couple ways that you can handle leverage when you're trying to catch a top or bottom or whatever. But so anyways, as you see here, we have now sealed it. All right, that's done. So anyways, so now that you see that, we're here, get taken out. What I try to do, I end up buying this here. I end up buying, so we push up, we come back. Because I'm looking for a pump back, right? Where at minimum for me was this high right here, because this becomes lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, and then that coupled together. Look, if you look on a 5-minute, you'll see this is resistance. You see this low here, and this low here, and then we break through it, and then as you can see, we're pumping up underneath it. If I go to a 5-minute, way more clear. You see that? You see this? Can you see that? Look at the speaker there. Look at that speaker. Look, we open up here, we play around, we push up first. Now I'm looking to come down. And then you can see the speaker there, right? You see that? See that? Can't miss that. You got to be able to see this in advance, right? But anyways, you can see the bodies here. Look at the bodies. Stop. Look where the bodies are stopping right here, right? You see that? See that? So yes, let me go back to the 1 minute. So now that you understand that, you'll see that, okay, well, for me, again, I don't know if it's going to come down here, right? So in the intraday's perspective, I caught the sell and I'm looking for the buy. I'm looking for a good buy. Where am I taking this buy to? I would like to take out that high specifically. I'm not even going to show you the screenshot. I took it, but I'm not even going to bring it up. The point is that you can see right here, I'm like, okay, I want to see us push up. What do? We trace all the way deep. Takes me out. I said, okay, I'll buy it again. Bought it here. Bought it here. Came up, boom, boom, and rushed. Then for these two highs right there. Perfect. Now, at this point, this is a target here, and I'm done. Now, but here's the thing. Again, I didn't know if it was sell, buy, sell with an extra lower low, and I am upset at myself that I didn't realize that I should be taking a sell here. Now, it was the London close, and I'm like, I'm pretty much tired because I've been partying all weekend, and my back is fucked up from slipping. When you're standing and you're walking or something, there's something slippery and you kind of slip, but you catch yourself from slipping. I feel like I don't know, did something to my lower back. But anyways, beautiful time on the boat though. But I'm exhausted. So anyways, I was done here and I was like, bro, take the sell here. Take the sell. Why do I say that? Well, I'm not overbought here. I did just take out those two guys. These are the people who are the last minute sellers. And we just took that out. And I should have realized that this was going to make another leg down because of all the shit I just told you about here. Friday's 50% level. The range that we're actually in would be 50% level there. With fair delivery and so on. And I was just like, I left it alone. So missed the whole damn trade. I made a mistake. But as you see, the model that I mentioned, all on a Monday, I wasn't thinking that far, so I left it alone. But in general speaking, that model panned out again for Monday's trading to go in the previous week's Friday's range. Anyways, you see here, and then sure enough, and I'm watching, because I'm gonna go to lunch, and I'm like, I see this breaking down, and I'm looking at all the other assets, and I'm like, dude, this shit's about to sell hard, because here, this is a 5 minute, right? Yeah, because I was watching here, right here. So we had a higher high here, and you can even do it there. It's whatever. Had a higher high here, and we had lower highs here, and this was not only the reason why I got out, but this was the reason why I should have got in. And I told myself, I'm like, bro, it started to push hard, and these were already Nasdaq and Dow already had two bearish 5 minute candles, and Nasdaq was sitting up here. I'm like, that's fucking suspect as shit. So, well, when it's live, it's a little different. And then I saw this coming down. I'm like, bro, what are you doing? Just sell it. I didn't, and it went through. So, and I should have known better, because also, besides the gaps and what I just told you, we also would like to steal most likely the opening range gap as well, right? So all that in confluence, no big deal though. We're not going to always be perfect or get everything right, but if you do the measurement here from this swing to this swing here, then we come down to 3.5 to 4, which is fucking gorgeous in itself. Then I end up catching this. I'll tell you how I caught this. So then we push down, right, and we're playing around the 50% level of the gap. We shoot down. I'm gonna delete this because this is not important right now. And then I can't go through all the inversions, man. Just take a look at all this. That's why this was tough price action, but this is a lower low and a lower high and a lower low. But we blow right through, like, for example, that imbalance right there. Like, you don't want to see that if you're bullish, right? So obviously you see how it flips here. You can tell, right? It flipped underneath it, right? And then now it's like failing. Boom. And it's just rushing now. And then we get to the 3.5 to 4. So, but I already knew I messed up when it was like right there, like sitting right here. I was like, oh, you fucked up. Could I have been involved? Yes, but I didn't feel comfortable with that wide open, and I didn't know where the price was gonna go. Obviously, it's Monday, but inverse right here. Damn, dude, I knew I talk all way too much. 24. This inverse is 1202. No, I didn't. I'm sorry, I didn't inverse. This one inverse. This 1151. Inverse right there. You can see us tag underneath. You can see that respecting there. Pushes down. And so on. So we get to the gaps. We look at the gray gaps here. We also have the 3.5 to 4. We're extended. We have the daily. We have the range that 50%. We have the Fridays 50%. We just swept that liquidity there. That's it, man. That's all you need. And what was I looking for at this time? I was looking for the motherfucking 15-minute candles to respect inside there, and I knew that shit was going down. So take a look. And I've made plenty of videos like this, so pay attention. So on a 1 minute and you're too zoomed in, you're just gonna take everything. I did take this. It hit 50%. All right, it bounced up and then it started failing. I'm like, oh shit. I wanted this to get above this candle, which is this 1219, drag it out like the yellow I did over here and hold that support. It failed. This price action never went above here and held as support. So it was a most likely chance of failing. What did it do? It failed. It went all the way through, right? Okay, it went all the way through and it came below. Now when it came below, remember I got this candle here on the 15 minute. I got the 1230 and I have the 1245. When the 1230 closed, all right, when the 1230 closed, that is literally this candle right here. So now that 15 minute, I'm talking about that 15 minute candle, the lowest 15 minute candle that's bearish, they closed here. All right, then the 1230 opens, which is this. We're opening and closing inside the gap. That's a beautiful thing. But we have to account for wicks. Then it reaches below and then it reaches the Fridays 50% level right there. And then as you see, this is all part of the 1245 candle. Did I say that right? Yeah, 1245. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes. No. 1245 is here. Okay, sorry. Okay, so I'm tripping. What am I smoking on? Because this was a 12. This was a 1230. 1245. This was 1230. Yeah, I'm sorry. So the opening of this candle was 1230. It pushed up. It failed. Remember? Then it came down. Now from here, from right here, this is 1245. This is that blue candle right there. And it's opening inside the gap. All right. So then what's below a bullish candle? It's a wick. So this is, I understand that this is the wick coming low, and then I tag in here because now I'm below the 4. Now I'm just tagging that 50% of Friday's range. Sniper this. You can see the oversold here. Beautiful. Caught it. Where are we going? Now then we push up here. We push up. We get this. I'm measuring this candle. I'm highlighting this 1233 up candle. I'm dragging it in the yellow, and I'm expecting this to hold as support. So we push up and we hold, and then we make a higher high. We make a high and then we make a low, and then I'm expecting this to be the leg up. Again, I don't know if this is gonna pan out and keep going. Do we get a third leg down or do we fall altogether? I don't know that. But what I do know is that if we're gonna continue with this flow of another higher high, I expect the leg to make a higher high and a higher low in that leg. The shit that I just got done explaining in the beginning. So now I want this process to start. See this process right here? From here to here. I want this process to start all over again here. So guess what? This could be this right here. This could be the first higher high and higher low. Now I'm expecting to push up, another higher high and a higher low. Maybe we get 2 of them or 3 or 2, and then we push up and we make a new high. Right? And that's the whole goal here. Now, as I was mentioning, between the 18th and the 22nd, I told y'all that we would be buying, and we did. All right, here's 8, and here's the 18 and the 22nd, right? But again, I don't know if this is. Yes, I'm in this trade here. Sorry, I'm all over the place. I know I am in this trade. Right, I literally got filled like right there, or something lower right here. Crazy. But I did take a loss here. I did take losses trying to get it though, right? So you have to understand that. But I'm okay with that because I know what I'm doing. As far as now, I've got the projection here. We have up to here 2 to 2.5, and then we have 3.5 to 4. It is sitting above obviously the previous high, right? So we'll see how this goes. Right now it's in great profit. I think I'm at 20 right now, but we'll see. And then definitely talked way too much. And at the time, it's just so much. I can't go all through all this, but we had higher highs here, and then that failed, and then this is why I was trying to buy this, at which it did, but I took a loss buying it, and then it finally did come and take that high. But they had lower highs here. They were telling the story. This was being more manipulation here. But and then we had nice divergence there, so I was like, yeah, beautiful. Took that, but failed. Once we failed, we all had lower lows here, right? All right, so I just don't pay any attention to that. But then when you got here, we had a little miniature divergence right here. So we had lower lows here. That's how I caught the end, because I had a higher low here with Dow, and by the time the higher low was made with Dow, we were lower lows here with Nas. So, and the confluence of the 50 levels that I explained. And then we came in. So when we and this is a 5 minute, so I'll just do this off the 5 minute instead of what I was trying to explain. And then this same understanding of that support candle. So we push up. This is the most beautiful pattern ever. If you look at this, you get the breakthrough with the imbalance inside it, plus the up candle as support. You can see that I knew I have to allow Nas to come back and get into that imbalance. I have to allow that. I don't just get out because it's retracing. It had a couple legs back down. As of now, again, does this hold support here and go up? Or are they going to sink for another leg? We don't know that. But I'm just playing the understanding analysis and flowing through. And this is why I say always trust your analysis, because I wanted to take this sell and I didn't. And sure enough, that was a beautiful move. But it's okay. It's whatever. It's no big deal. Got a couple good trades today already. And had my losses, and remember, losses are a part of the game, dude. Like if you think you're not going to take losses, just quit this business, because losses are a part of trading. Like you need the loss to win. So it's just, you understand that. I'm sure everyone's following here. But we had a nice divergence there. See that? Where was I? From here, from this low, from that low, you had higher low right there. You had higher low there, and you had higher low, and you had lower low there, and then here we had lower lows here, and then we had higher lows there, and that was like pushing us up to where we are now. Again, is this going to be enough to push up? I don't know. Let's see. Okay, they sealed their gap. Dow didn't seal their gap, and that sucks. We'll see. Another push up. Boy, look at dollar, dude. Damn, that's crazy. Did that all in the last. It's their seasonality though. So, dude, they even took that low out. Yeah, so nice retracement. That's why we're kind of pushing up. We'll see what happens here. There it is. Told you about Dow. That was that support push up, new higher high, all time high, big ass dumb gap. Why does it look that big? I understand. All right, and then yeah, that's not good. That's not good. And then S&P cleared out that liquidity there. Coming back up still. I mean, again, dude. I mean, I still think it's bullish the way I've been talking. So, again, remember this video was made on the 5th, so pretty nice if you ask me. But Um, you know, the person who says, "Oh, it's selling from here." Well, homie, how long are you gonna keep saying that? You know what I mean? Like that's why this video is important. It's why I'm saying it's like just keep it simple, bro. Just keep it simple. You know what I'm saying? Just keep it simple. I tried not to be too smart today, and I still messed up. Right? I was trying to be too slick here, and I was like, dude, But whatever. We'll see what happens here. And then as you saw S&P, right? So that should be pushing up. But bodies here. Let me go back to the daily here. So there's no bodies here. That's the issue. So again, it's Monday, but I don't think trading after Tuesday or Wednesday is a smart idea anyway. With us U.S. holiday this Thursday, obviously it's a celebration of when the natives and the blacks have discovered Christopher Columbus showing up here and taking credit. I don't celebrate that shit. But anyways, so yeah, I don't like that there's no body here, and I don't like that there's no body for us either. So that can make things difficult for the week. Or they might just take off and then dangle it later. And then what's the whole point of this conversation is that by Friday, not Friday, I'm sorry, by the end of the month, we reach a top level. All right, let me see. Let me look at the data. We roll right into the December, and December starts to retrace back, right? So we'll see how that goes, but I generally want to stay away from December and January in general, but we'll see. But it doesn't. I'm looking like something like coming up like this. I'm just gonna draw it. I know I fucking took way too much time doing this fucking video. Damn, bro. I don't know, guys. I don't know what to do. But I'm expecting to get to Friday, to get to December, to get to December, and then kind of maybe do this. If it stays bullish, or this ends up coming lower. That's pretty much what I'm looking for December. So we're buying up until December, and then take it from there. You guys take care. Nvidia, and that doesn't look good either. But they came and they broke these lows. So this is a higher high. That's a higher low. This is the higher high, this high, and then now this looks like a break, if you ask me. So we gotta watch out for it pushing up here, and then getting stuck here, and then rolling over. And if we become bearish. So you gotta remember that's always a possibility. I'm not saying that we're constantly always gonna buy. Could it fail here? Now that we've squeezed that out, could it fail here? Sure it could, and that would look like obviously something in this nature here, right? And then come for here and here. You guys take care and God bless.